Welcome to Joburg Market Insider. I'm Lou and we are at the Agro Processing Convention and Expo event. Let's find out what is Agro Processing about.
Hi, my name is Vuyiswa Ramokopa. I am the MEC for Agriculture and Rural Development in the Gauteng province. Today we are here at the inaugural Agro Processing Convention and Expo, which is held at Gallagher Convention Center, and it's day 2 today. We have convened role players from all over the sector who are involved in production as well as processing, even equipment manufacturing, in the retail sector, and all aspects of the food value chain. And the intention is to devise a strategy and really bring all the key players around the table for how we can grow agro-processing in Gauteng. As you know, agro-processing is one of the core and key drivers of manufacturing in the Gauteng province, contributing anywhere between 5 to 7% of the manufacturing output of our province. But we have a lot of potential to grow. So we are hosting panels today with people from the financial services sector who are talking about access to finance, talking about market access, talking about how to leverage the African Continental Free Trade Agreement and how we can drive increased exports out of the Gauteng province. And all in all, it's a great day to be in Gauteng and a great day to be talking agro-processing.
So thank you so much, MEC, for your time, and congratulations to you and your department for hosting such an impactful and very well organized convention and expo.
Thank you.
I think it's always inspiring to see platforms like this that give agro-processing leaders to actually engage with enterprise development leaders as well as agricultural leaders. I just wanted to find out, what are your expected outcomes from this event?
So, you know, the main objective of this event is to convene different role players in the agro-processing industry and the supply chain and value chain around a common agenda. We want to position Gauteng as the South African and also African hub of agro-processing. But to do that, we also need to make this industry accessible and inclusive. And so we've brought together processors from your backroom, small-scale processors, right up until your major national brands, financiers, like you've said, funding institutions, policymakers, and all other decision makers in this industry to try and craft a common agenda about how we move this industry forward. It's a high growth sector, it's got a lot of opportunity for job creation, and it's a core strategic priority as articulated in our Grow Gauteng 2030 plan. So this is about moving from policy to implementation. How do we take that objective that's articulated in the Grow Gauteng 2030 and turn it into action? And we can only do that by getting the relevant role players in the room and coming up with an action plan of how we move forward.
Okay, and then would you say there are any Gauteng-specific agro-processing industrial zones that are being developed to attract investors?
Absolutely. I mean, we have special economic zones, such as the OR Tambo Special Economic Zone. And why that is important is because, of course, ORT, being an airport, allows for faster distribution and export and actually distribution around the country as well. And it's a special economic zone as legislated, through the Department of Trade and Industry. But beyond that, we also have a number of agro hubs and agri parks all over the province. And through these agro hubs, which are located again in different places all over the province, we try to bring together producers who can then aggregate, whether it's in terms of equipment, in terms of skills. When you bring people together, they kind of form an ecosystem. They can learn from each other, they can build together, and thereby building economies of scale. So, for example, we also have institutions here, like your Innovation Hub and other such entities that are incubating a lot of these entities. And as I'm saying, through that, they get to get access to packaging companies and design companies. They get to leverage jointly logistics support, cold storage, and all other kinds of things. And we believe that as a strategic objective, that is how we want to move forward. We want to create more of these hubs and support more township agro processors specifically getting into some of these hubs and building. We met some producers right now who are part of the Alexandra processing hub, and this is an initiative driven by the Innovation Hub. But the question is then, how do you link them to the broader value chain? The ones who are producing in Alexandra, how do you make sure that they're sourcing fresh produce from small-scale farmers in our neighboring, farming communities? And how do you then link them to logistics and link them ultimately into retail so as to enable access to market? That's what we're really trying to solve. And of course, people like yourself, as Joburg Market, you play such a critical role in the fresh produce industry as well as in agro processing, because there are some processors that are based even at the Joburg Market, at the Tshwane Market, and it's really about creating those linkages and then being able to build for scale.
Hi everyone, this is Tobegile Masala and this is the Joburg Market Insider. This is the second and the last day of the Agro Processing Expo, and it was really good. We have a lot of stalls. As you can see right behind us is our stall from the Joburg Market, and we have Bonnie Bees, we have Agriculture Research Council, we have Vital Veggie Garden, and we have so much more. It was such a great, impactful event. Our CEO was here today. He gave a great speech, very insightful, and he came to our stall as well. Today we even have fruits, so it was a very, very, very great day, and we hope that you enjoyed. Thank you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and to follow all of our social media platforms. Bye!